So I don't know why you decided to randomly tell me about this. How long ago did this happen? It was a while ago, whatever. So this is the first time I've heard about it. But apparently, Handal talked with one of Echo's fans about specifically my Echo response videos and why the fan hated them and why I was so wrong and all of that. And I just thought it would be funny to talk about it. So he deleted the tweets for some reason.
Because I'm an idiot?
Yeah, pretty much. So we don't actually have them. But at the very least, the stories that he tells me are amusing. So I guess we'll start with what the messages were about and all of that.
The whole premise of how it all started.
Yeah, I guess.
Okay. Here's the main thing. Yeah, can we script this just to get my words right?
No.
Okay. I don't know why, but after we had some time, after the videos were done and we stopped the show, whatever, I just felt guilty for some reason. I felt so bad for ripping on Guy's Melody. I kept thinking,
which I can't understand.
I don't know why either, because it started off as a baby project and then it got a remake, and even then before that it also got a sequel, which is now getting a remake, and she's had all this time to work on it and refine the story.
She doesn't care and refuses to change anything.
And yeah, I for a while honestly hated your videos because I'm like, okay, are we even being fair? And I'm like, I don't know why. And so I thought I'd send them to Echo.
Wait, you sent my videos to Echo directly?
Actually, but got no response. I was the fan that intercepted the video instead.
What the fuck?
And but then again, she might.
Oh, that's great.
And anyway, but one of the things I thought was funny was I wanted to stress, because I want to stress that it was not to shift the blame. I put a big bold tight disclaimer. I am not trying to demonize shards. These are the 3 videos I will defend on this channel, but I need to hear what the Guy's Melody community and Echo herself has to say on this, because it's, we're kind of. Honestly, we're kind of new to this.
Wait, so if a fan came in defense of Echo, how did you send Echo my videos? It wasn't privately? Did you just tweet at her?
No, so I openly said, hey, in case you don't know who we are, we're the Guy's Melody Let's Play channel. And I said, here are these 3 big videos Shards did on your work.
So you commented on a
tweet. And then, he tweeted to me, and then it became a private chain.
Okay. I was just curious. Yeah, curious how that... Okay, continue.
Okay, and yeah, anyway, sadly, I don't know how to talk to people, because apparently, and looking back after the fan told me this, I'm like, I sound like a total fuckboy, apparently, when I tweet.
That's weird. I can't imagine how anyone could possibly think that, considering how horrible your grammar and spelling is, but okay.
I know! It was embarrassing. But he was like, why do you sound so nice? You hate Echo. You and Shards, hate these videos. Or, her videos and everything.
Mm-hmm.
And then, a bit of it, I was like, okay, well, one, these videos are old, so, not speaking only for myself, I at least have had time to lose a bit of steam and be
hate Echo. I'm not gonna try.
I know, of course not.
I want to also, that's another thing. I'm not gonna try and pretend that I don't hate her as a person.
And I want to make sure I felt like I tried to make that clear. Was I'm not trying to cover up for you. I'm not trying to shift the blame to you. I'm not trying to say we're both different people. I was just I don't want to be. I guess I get confused what hater means, because I was like, are we haters, or are we just having fun laughing at a stupid video game? Because what is the line between let's just have dumb fun and just make fun of some stupid game and a hater?
Hater is this arbitrary random term that communities like slinging at people that disagree with them.
That explains a lot. Anyway, and then this person replied to the tweet. It was like, yeah, you sound way too nice. I thought you hated Echo. And then we finally started the private chain.
Okay.
And then it was like, okay, can you please now tell me in detail what you didn't like about it? And sadly, the only answer I got was Shards is a nitpicky asshole that was stopping Echo at every other word practically, treating her like shit, saying she has no talent, she has no skills.
These are all true. I do, when I edit those videos, I make sure to keep Echo, her segments as brief as possible, because Echo never gets to the point.
Yeah.
So I have to trim down her crazy loop around ways of talking about things so that she actually says what she's trying to say in a timely fashion. Also, 90% of those videos are just pure filler. There's just nothing of substance there, so yes, they are chopped up a lot. So, you know, like, I'll cut it down to like this 7-8 second clip of her saying something, I'll respond to it, and then the next Echo clip has jumped to a completely different topic because, I mean, why would I literally just let the whole video play and just, like, I don't understand why I would do that.
Yeah.
Like, that just seems pointless. Of course, I'm going to trim it down to the actual topics. Yeah. And as for the other 2 points of me being mean and nitpicking, as far as I care, he just admitted that I'm right. If your only point is you're mean and you're nitpicking, like, you don't have a fucking point. Because, like, if literally the only thing that you can say is, I don't like you, and, oh, the things you say don't matter, like, you're not saying anything. You're not saying a point. You can say you're a mean nitpicker in literally any situation ever. It does not matter what the situation is. You can use that excuse. It literally is on a line with no you. Mm-hmm. It is on line with r/whoosh. That is the level of argument that is at. It's nothing. And it's apparently the best that the fans can say about my response videos.
Yeah.
Like, it's honestly embarrassing.
And I'm trying to represent this person, and I'm not using any names. Well, one, because I can't remember the name too well. It was really hard to remember. I don't. Is that cowardice or courtesy? I don't know how the internet works.
It doesn't matter which way you go. Someone would find some way to whine about it.
Okay. And I'm trying to represent this person the best I can. And, like, that was basically it. I don't remember any specifics, because I'm, like, trying to remember any scenes, any quotes. Nothing. It was mainly just, why are you personally assaulting her skills and
because she
whatnot?
has none. Echo is talentless. She is utterly incompetent art-wise. Story, completely non-existent.
Yeah.
And she's building the game in RPG Maker of all things.
Yeah.
It is a complete joke. This entire game is a complete joke in every single capacity.
Yeah.
Echo has no talent.
I mean, like, the fan, it's one of those weird things. The fan was at least civil. He wasn't, like, screaming at me, basically, about it all.
Okay, so.
I don't think that's even a real point.
That's not. So, yeah, I thought this was an amusing little story. I remember.
I wish I could have told it better.
Yeah, I remember a long time ago, well, not like a long time ago, just like, I don't know, like half a year or whatever.
Yes.
That little phase that you went through.
Oh yeah,
where you were just like, oh no, or the Let's Play is so terrible. I feel so embarrassed. I just, how could I hate on this person? And I remember that phase.
Yes.
But
I won't deny it. I was legitimately ashamed.
Yeah, and I had no idea that you went to the extreme of sending Echo my response videos, and talking to her fans and all of this shit.
But I wanted to
That's hilarious.
But I wanted to specifically make sure you weren't the bad guy.
I wouldn't care how you presented it because they don't have an argument anyway.
Yeah, thank God I'm over that phase. Like, for once and for all. I guess sadly watching a lot of those news YouTube videos, like, not saying any names, whatever.
Like commentary channels?
Like Hero Hey and The Quartering, those people.
Oh, yeah.
And mostly because almost all of them are about women. And, you know, if you disagree with women, you're bad. And then, well, okay, that's what the arguments are. The guy watching it always laughs.
Both of those examples are people, are very right-leaning people complaining about people complaining about shit like that.
Of course,
it's all this hilarious, circular, pointless garbage.
I felt like, oh wow, I'm picking on a woman, and I'm a man that's never done this, so I'm clearly just a jealous, misogynist.
Oh yes, whatever. I'm jealous of Gaia's Melody. And I'm jealous of Gaia's Melody.
And
oh my god.
To an extent, it's one of those things when I remembered I used to do shit as a kid, and I don't know, maybe there is a bit of that where it's like, wait, I was terrified, and yet this person literally didn't change the characters at all.
Yeah.
And
I remember, like, years ago, you actually got RPG Maker.
I did?
Yeah, and wanted to actually do something with it. when you were like 16.
Oh, wow. Okay, that was a long time ago. Okay.
So I also just find that hilarious.
No, I mean, that's literally 10 years ago. I think a bit of it might have stemmed a bit from a bit of jealousy. Makes me...
What jealousy? What jealousy is there here?
I think there was just that it was like, I've never had much confidence
this is
in
like,
anything.
I feel like this is the opposite. It's more like there's this other person that didn't realize how pointless and stupid her project has been since she was, I think, 10 when she first made it.
Yeah.
And I mean, you've certainly haven't exactly made much progress on anything. I mean, I'm not gonna pretend that you have, but you certainly at least taken what was there and continually redone it and trying to find the best version of that. And it's now, I mean, it's completely incomparable to that version of characters. You know, when you were like 16 or whatever.
Absolutely.
And that in itself, I think, is far more progress than Echo is certainly making, because she outright refuses to change or improve anything about the story and characters.
Yeah.
Just none of that can change at all. The only thing that can change is just, I'll give it a new coat of paint and done. It's an amazing game now.
Or apparently add in more cutscenes.
Which totally, definitely. I went over this garbage in my remake video. I don't need to do it again.
Yeah. It's just... Me personally, no, I'm not a hater, because I want... A part of me wants to see Echo just wake the hell up and get better and actually make a good product.
If it happened, if Echo actually,
no, because she has the perfect opportunity to make it a standalone title and completely remove the first one and just retell the story in a new angle.
We actually tried playing the start of the second game.
Yes.
And it was so just god-awful. There were so many retcons in the first hour of gameplay that we just couldn't do it anymore, and it was just so boring and shit. But, regardless, it reintroduces everything. You don't need to play the first game to play the second one. It re-explains everything.
That is exactly
and that's what I'm saying.
it.
I know. So, like, if the remake of the second game is actually this complete overhaul, the story and characters and everything is actually completely rewritten, and it's good, and she actually cares about it and takes it seriously for once, because that's another thing. Echo just simply doesn't take this shit seriously, and that just pisses me off. She acts like she has the right to talk about all this shit, and she just doesn't even take her own game seriously. To the point that she literally just simply forgot to draw Akira's tail in the second game. If you've played it, that's apparently why it's not there. Is she literally just forgot it existed. I'm like, how can you even pretend to have any respect for your own story and characters, and you just forget one of your main character's most prominent traits for the entire game?
I actually...
Yes, I know. He asked her, essentially, let's leave it at that. He asked her about it, and that was her explanation, is that she literally just forgot, and is now throwing it in as a throwaway remark in the remake. Anyway, as I was saying, if Echo actually takes this shit seriously for once, and actually rewrites pretty much the whole game, and tries to make this remake of the second one actually good for once, then yeah, that would be cool. You know, I mean, I'm like, yeah, sure. If it's actually good, then yeah, I won't hate it, obviously, if it's actually good. But that's not going to happen, because I know Echo doesn't care. She doesn't care. I mean, like, she's openly shown that time and time again. She refuses to change anything. She refuses to improve on anything at all, to the point that not even the remakes of the remake of the first game, she will not let herself change anything. Like, oh, I couldn't make Choco a playable character because continuity with the first game that this is a remake of?
Yeah.
What? How much sense does that make? It's a remake. You don't even have, like, a remake of another game to worry about. Like, this is a fresh start, and you're worried about continuity with a game you made, like, 8 years ago.
And this is another thing that gets me. Is there are so many characters she should remove, because
they're pointless.
Not only are they pointless, but she and her brother poke fun at.
Like Ferric and Tadase.
Ferric and Tadase specifically get so much crap.
Yeah, because they're retarded. If a character is so lazy and garbage that even you as the writer can't come up with any excuse to like them, that is just the saddest thing, and they have no right to exist. The moral of the story is, Fan bases are dumb, and they don't really think about anything. As simple as that. I just thought it was a really amusing, just throwaway story with a random fan of Echo, who actually requested Echo to make a Let's Talk video on story flow, because Echo totally has any business talking about that, doesn't she?
So honestly, a lot of this is embarrassing on my part, that I was like wanting to share Shard's videos because I thought, oh, maybe I could get some answers, like, what does Echo actually think of us, you know? Because
she probably hates us.
That was something I was so afraid of, was like, okay, are we just looking like the biggest bunch of assholes ever? But I recently just watched the Let's Play with Shards.
And we just had fun. We had so much fun.
It was literally like a lung full of, like, just, like, magically, like, your lungs just getting refull of air. Like, it was so refreshing.
It was so refreshing. It was same with me. I hadn't watched our Guys Melody Let's Play in a long time, and
I did not realize how freaking happy and just goofy we were.
Yeah, we had so much fun.
We were just laughing, cracking jokes, just like everything was just funny. Like, you know.
Yeah.
But then what hurt more is how I felt so bad about that. I watched both Echo's LP and her brother's LP and the little bit where they worked together on an LP.
Mm-hmm.
And they were basically no better than us. No, I mean, like, they were poking fun at the programming, at the plot, at the characters.
Yeah, because it's all garbage.
Like, the brother openly just was mocking characters like Tadase. And not in a, he's endearing because he's a wimp. He openly saying, you're a wimp. Go fuck yourself. Like, I don't... Okay. It just felt so dumb, like...
It just goes back to what I was saying earlier, is that Echo herself doesn't care or have any respect for her own work, so why should I?
Yes.
You know, it's objectively garbage, and then the writer doesn't even care.
And then, of course, there was that... I think it was her character video response. The ending. Love your characters. Yeah. And she doesn't.
She doesn't. She has no respect for her own story at all.
But
I only make fun of Echo and hate her for reasons that I know are true.
Yes, that's what I'm saying.
I'm not going to be like, no, I bet you fuck your dog or something. I don't know.
She's a cat person anyway.
Whatever. My point is, I mean, like, that's just...
dumb.
That's dumb. Like, why the hell... No, I'm making fun of you, and I hate you as a person for actual reasons that I know are true, not random stupid shit.
But yeah, I'm happy to say I think I finally, once and for all, learned my lesson. And Guy's Melody will always hold an interesting place in my heart, because... I don't know why.
In the worst possible way.
And this is one thing I hate. No RPG, anime, whatever, has ever made me feel this way.
Her Let's Talk videos, really make them even worse. When she starts pretending like she knows anything about story and characters, and she, you play the game, and she clearly doesn't understand any of this.
Yeah.
And even those Let's Talk videos are incredibly misguided, and she doesn't really make any points, and the closest thing to any reason that she does say is the most no-shit stuff you've ever heard.
Yeah. Characters are important.
Wow. Did you know that villains need to have a reason to exist? Wow. Mind blown. Unfortunately, you didn't do that in the actual game.
Yeah.
So that's great. You didn't give any of the other characters any reason to exist either, but that's besides the point.
And that's what makes me sad, is Agaris is the big bad.
Yeah.
And actually, he carries over into the sequel.
Yeah.
Actually.
In the guidebook, there's a guidebook. She openly says that Agaris has no place in the story and is completely irrelevant.
And that the angel final boss
we didn't get to it in the Let's Play, which, by the way, part 20 is the end of the Let's Play, actually. But anyway, they're at the end, they're out of absolute buttfuck nowhere. After you beat Agaris...
They're in, like, this heaven place, aren't they?
You fight Agaris in the Void or whatever the fuck, and he's, like, this weird-ass spider thing. I don't know. It makes no sense.
Even though, because of his name, he should be either...
He should be a crocodile or a bird, yes, because of the name Agaris is actually a demon, which is an old guy riding a crocodile with a bird on his arm. Yes, I know, no one gives a fuck. Anyway, continuing. After you beat Agaris in the Void, in spider form, the woman in the crystal thing in the shrine at the start of the game...
That thing that you completely missed.
Yeah, that thing comes back.
Yeah.
And the glass shatters. She has black hair now instead of blonde for some reason. And that's the final boss.
And she's covered in wings, isn't she? She's a
seraph,
I think.
Yeah. But I remember the crystal thing is still partially there, at least.
Okay, yeah.
Anyway, and that just comes out of buttfuck nowhere. I have no idea what the hell it's supposed to be, where it has anything to do in the story. It has no explanation. It just happens, and you're just kind of supposed to roll with it. And in the guidebook, Echo says that this villain, I don't remember her name, has... I don't know if I have the guidebook or not. I'll throw it up if I do have the guidebook for the exact quote. But it is basically something along the lines of, she has more right to exist than Agaris does.
Yes.
While openly acknowledging that she comes out of nowhere and has nothing to do with anything. And she says she has more right to exist than Agaris. This is our main villain, and she openly says he has no purpose or reason to be there or anything. He's just there because we need a bad guy.
And I hate that. Like, never make your villain just one-note evil. Unless they're a throwaway villain that means nothing. No, but like, if
he's naturally evil from what I've seen.
Yes. But like, he's not like this one... Like, he's not like a faceless captain in a random war scene that you just kill. He's supposed to be the big bad that dogs and tortures you the whole game. He's Zephyr's father. That's a pretty big... Zephyr, I'm sorry. He's his father. Like, that's important. Mm-hmm. He's standing up to his father and all that.
Yeah. And Agaris literally has no reason to be bad. So, yeah, it really all just comes back to just... Well, one, I thought the story with the fan was amusing in that the fans, I mean, at least this one, didn't even try to make an argument against my videos. He literally just said, no, you. So that was dumb. And just more and more coming off about Echo that proves that she just doesn't care about her own story. She has no respect for it. I just, that's one of the main reasons I hate Echo so much.
Yes.
Is the fact that she openly doesn't care. She openly knows it's garbage. But then she thinks that it's totally fine to continue deluding her stupid fan base and keeps making these videos about writing and everything when she openly acknowledges she has no right to be talking about this stuff. So yeah, that's it.